Hi y'all, this is Ana Dragosta. You can see over here we've got Jamie and Lukey running around. Oh, he's giving us an I love you sign. We are down in southern Utah right now, really close to Helper, Utah, where my husband grew up. And we are enjoying a pretty spectacular view and a hike as a family. I just want to take a couple of minutes to talk to everybody about a really kind of a huge deal. Woo! Ha! That was kind of funny timing because I'm about to talk about an eclipse. And I'm eclipsing the sun. So we're about to talk about the partial solar eclipse that's happening this weekend. There's a partial solar eclipse on the 11th of this month. And that's a really big deal, actually. I know this time last year, everybody on planet Earth was getting so excited about the solar eclipse, the full solar eclipse. And that is a big deal. That's a really exciting deal. And a lot of energy was anchored on the planet at that time. But to me, this partial solar eclipse is a way bigger deal, and I want to explain to you why. So the energy that we receive during eclipses is really transformational, period. It always is. It doesn't matter whether it's a lunar eclipse, a solar eclipse, a partial eclipse, a full eclipse. It's always transformational. But the thing that really excites me about this one, first of all, this is ending a trifecta of eclipses. So we had a partial solar eclipse last month, a full lunar eclipse that was so amazing on the 26th, 27th of July. And then this one is finishing out the trifecta. So for those of you who understand trifectas, they are ridiculously powerful. And in addition to the fact that it's the end of a trifecta, I'm going to see if I can show you this real quick without the sun being too overbearing. So this particular lunar or solar eclipse, even though most people will not be able to see this in the western, or well, you won't be able to see it in the western United States unless you're or in the western world, unless you're watching it where someone else is recording it. But this particular lunar eclipse is lining up so that there's equal parts moon, equal parts sun, and equal parts covered up. So what that is like is equal balance. A full solar eclipse isn't equal balance because that's where the where the moon is overpowering the sun, and a full lunar eclipse is where the sun's overpowering the moon. So it's like taking a world and getting it way too masculine or getting it way too feminine or whatever. Not to say that that's what happens when you have those eclipses, but either way, this one is representative of bringing things into balance, into sacred balance. So for those of you who happened to watch my video on self-love practices yesterday, one of the main things I talked about is that when you come into a place of personal balance, that's when you become the embodiment of unconditional love. So what this particular eclipse is doing is raining down upon us the transmissions and the light, the love, the ability to achieve inner balance. And so what a huge blessing celestially. What a huge blessing. You don't necessarily have to, some people will be more open to receive this energy than others. No one can avoid it. You cannot avoid the energy that's coming from the sun and the moon, but certainly you can resist it, or you can just go with the flow, and you can choose to allow this particular eclipse to be transformational for you. Because right now, at this point in time, humanity is struggling in a way that is the dark before the dawn. The night is always darkest before the dawn. That's not just a colloquium. That is truth. That is absolute truth. And the world is about to change dramatically. And to me, this sign, this beautiful partial solar eclipse that is following two other ones, there's this big, beautiful trifecta of energy and so many other energies happening right now too. It is a sign that balance can be achieved. Balance is beautiful. I just wish upon every single person on planet Earth that they can find inner balance, that they can find a sense of peace, that they can find a sense of love. Because when you do find that internally in your own heart space, what you have left to give the world is only unconditional love too. So what more could our world need right now than not extremes, not going from hating the feminine or putting it down to over feminizing or doing one extreme or the other. I don't care what the extreme is. If it's too extreme, it is not in a place of peace. It's not in a place of balance. It's not in a place of personal ownership and personal power. And I do want to say, by the way, that once you come into that place internally, your powers of manifestation don't get blocked by doubt and fear and all of these other things, and you don't accidentally manifest things into your life that are fear-based. You start being able to really own your manifestation abilities and start choosing the path and the things that are going to come into your life. So my biggest hope is that people will understand the energy that's coming, that they will embrace it, and that they will choose to allow it to be transformational if that's what they need, or if that's what you want in your life right now, so that we as a family, a human family, can all rise together and come into this place of love. Anyway, I love you so much. I'll be sending you love and light. I know that the boys are running around here somewhere, and if I don't talk to you before then, I guess I just wish you guys a very happy partial solar eclipse. Goodbye from Southern Utah. Bye.